the circuit lesson, isn't it? So I hope till here it is very clear for you. Now we are going into the second textbook. The next lesson is for a pollution-free nature. We know, isn't it? Our nature is polluted like anything. So we know what all things are polluted. What are the contents of our nature? Soil. These are the three essential things that we need to live, isn't it? To live, we need soil, air and water. Without these three things, can we live? No. Why is soil important? Yes, the food we eat comes mainly from the soil. Then, why is water essential? Yes, we need water to drink. All organisms need water to drink, isn't it? And air to breathe. So these are the three essential things. So what is the meaning of pollution-free nature? These three things, essential things that are around us, are prone to pollution. Isn't it? We know it is prone to pollution. So we have to make it free from pollution so that we can live a better life. So in this lesson we are going to learn in detail about the soil, the air and the water around us. We have learned many things in the smaller classes about soil and water and air. We are going to learn little more about it in this chapter. So here you can see a picture in your textbook, isn't it? Yes. What do you see in that picture? A big tree is there, then a river is there at the side, then mountains are there, then a boat is there and the man is in the boat, isn't it? So what is sight to see? The tree on the river bank, rooted in the earth, spread into the sky, drawing water from depths, holding head high. So what does the tree do there? The tree is drawing the water from the river, isn't it? Its roots are down, going through the soil and it will draw the water from the soil. So here the tree is drawing the water from the soil so that it can keep its head high into the air and live, isn't it? The tree grows drawing water and minerals from the soil, receiving oxygen from the air, preparing food using carbon dioxide and preserving this for others. What more, it gives out life-sustaining air, even more than what it takes in. So what is a tree doing there? It is taking in the water and the minerals from the soil, isn't it? And what is it doing? It is taking in the oxygen from the air. And is it only taking in? What is it doing? It is giving. It is also taking carbon dioxide. Yes or no? Yes. Yes, it is also taking carbon dioxide. Why? We have learnt about photosynthesis continuously, isn't it? All the classes, many lessons it is coming. So it is not only taking oxygen for it to breathe, but it is also taking in carbon dioxide so that we may be able to live a fruitful life, isn't it? So what is it doing? More than it takes, it is giving out life-giving air. Which is that life-giving air? Oxygen, isn't it? More than what it takes in, it is giving out so that we may live a happy and a beautiful life. Now, soil, water and air are essential for the existence of a tree. How do other living things make use of them? There is a table given there. Creature, air, soil, water. Now the fish. The first table is done for you. What is that? The fish breathe the oxygen in the water. Then from the soil, water bodies exist in the soil. Then water live in water. That is the fish. If you take the fish breathes the oxygen in the water. Then water bodies contain soil, isn't it? Exist in the water bodies. That is in the soil. What is there? There are other things which in the soil, which is in the water, that helps the fish to survive. Understood? Then water. The fish needs the water to live. So fish is also using the three things, isn't it? That is in the soil which is in the water. Under the water there is soil. So in that soil there are small microorganisms, the aquatic things grow, plants grow. That is called as water bodies. Understood? Aquatic plants grow in the soil which is in the water, in the pond or the river. That is used by the fish. So fish also needs all these three things. Same way, birds, insects, aquatic plants, human beings. Complete the table. 5 minutes I will give you. And you have to present it there. You have to present it there. Past complete. How does the birds use air, soil, water? Insects use air, soil, water. Aquatic plants use air, soil, water. Human beings use air, water and soil. So you have written down. Aditya, read what you have written, Aditya.
Birds breathe atmospheric air.
Yes.
Soil is the base of their abode.
Yes.
Drink water.
Yes.
Insects breathe atmospheric air. Soil is the base of their abode. Drink water.
Okay, sit down. Aishwarya, did you write? Third one. That is aquatic plants. Who have written about aquatic plants? Aquatic plants. Ragana, what have you written? So, which air do they use?
Oxygen.
From where? Aquatic plants. So, which what air do they use?
Oxygen in water.
Oxygen in water. Yes. Then.
Soil intake minerals. Water essential.
That is, which soil do they use? The soil which is under the water resources. Okay. Then. And they live in water. Good. Sit down. Next. Human beings. Human beings. Shia, read what you have written. To breathe. What do they do? Human beings breathe in the air. Then soil. What is to cultivate. Okay. We live. Don't we make a house also in the soil only? Yes. To live we use. That is what she. Yes. This. Then after that. Water to drink and for all other purposes. So here when we took different organisms, even aquatic plants when we took, we saw that. What is the conclusion here? What did we see? What can you conclude from this finding? Yes. All living beings directly or indirectly depend on soil, water and air for its living, isn't it? So here we saw that all living beings directly or indirectly they depend on air, soil, air and water for their existence, isn't it? So directly or indirectly they depend on soil for their existence. Now, so we under the important factors that we need for living are soil, water and air. We saw that, isn't it? Now we know we have different types of soil around us. What all different types of soil do we have?
Fertile soil.
Which all different types? Red soil is black soil. Then in our area, in our compound itself, what all different soil do we get? Different areas in our coastal, in our Kannur. Which all different soil can you find? Red soil is there. Then towards the seashore when we go, what do you have? Sandy soil is there. Then towards the paddy fields if you go, clay soil, isn't it? Paddy field is one soil which is one clay type. It is like sticking type of soil we have, isn't it? So we have different types of soil around us, isn't it? Now which soil is good for cultivation? If you start telling about the different types of soil, it is coming in social. Okay, here we have to see the contents of the soil here. So here we are going to do a small experiment. Okay, we are going to do a small experiment. That is, I have not much here. Teacher has collected a few type of soil here. Okay, I have collected few types. That is, I got sand, soil, then from the garden, then from this is some places we remove the soil, no? That type of soil, and then this soil I have got from the paddy field. Okay, so the different types of soil are there. Now we will take one type of soil, and I am going to mix it in water. And then after some time, it will settle down, isn't it? When it settles down, you have to observe what are the different contents you can see there in the soil. So, what are we to observe? The color, you have to observe the size of the grains and the other particles. Now, I am going to do with one soil. What is your activity? You will go home, collect different types. From the garden, you can collect. If you have sand, you can take. If you have a paddy field nearby, you can take different tumblers. You have to put it, and then you have to observe it carefully and write down your findings. But all that to do in the class for us it is difficult. Here we are going to do only one more we can do. Okay. So two type of soil we will do from here. You will go then do the same experiment in your homes and then write, and I need to get your experiment report and the photo. Okay, experiment report and your photo you will send it to teacher. Clear? You will do this experiment. Okay, so this is your internal worker. So you will do this experiment from home. Write down your findings. So we will do one experiment from here. For that, I am taking a. So this is the soil is from the garden. Okay. So, I have put some soil here, you can see. This is from the garden I took. And then I am just going to pour some water into it. And we will mix it nicely. Okay. Mix it nicely. Then we will keep it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes we will keep, and then we will observe what can you see in that. So here I am keeping. Now if you want we can take which one? Red soil if you want. The soil, it is usually we get this type of soil from where construction work is going on, they remove it. The construction work is going on, they remove the soil, isn't it? So that is this soil. So this also we will mix and keep it here. On 5 minutes we will. This is not cement, this is sand. This also you want to try out?
Yes, miss.
Okay. What else we can take this one?
Paddy field.
Paddy field. Okay.
Yes, miss.
I am taking which one? Okay. This one? I put the soil from the garden, isn't it? That is in our compound itself what you have. Now, after settling down, can you see how, can you differentiate now? What can you see here?
Organic matter.
There are few things floating on the top, isn't it? Then after that, what can you see? Down you have Mud you have, then the last layer there, what you can see? Large stone pieces, isn't it? Stone pieces here. Come there, you can see. Here on top you can see, and here you can see that is a little bit of mud is there on top. Then down last settle will be big stone pieces which are heavier will settle down, isn't it? So what did you observe in this soil? What all things are there in the soil? So here, what all things are there in the soil which we took? Organic matter is there. Then small pebbles are there. Yes, pebbles are granules. Pebbles are there. Then what else is there? Mud is there, isn't it? So here we saw in this soil which we use for planting and all that, isn't it? What is the color of this soil? Light brown or dark brown? Dark brownish shade, isn't it? It is dark brown. Look at the soil here. Which soil is it? This one. Look at the color of the soil. Brown shade, isn't it? Now here, this was which one? Paddy field, isn't it? In the paddy field also, if you look, what can we see here? Few organic matter is there. Then down much pebbles and all you cannot see, isn't it? Only mud like that is there, isn't it? Big pebbles and all you cannot see in the paddy. So there is a difference. But what is the color of that? That is also dark brownish shade, isn't it? So dark brown color. Now I took the other soil from the red soil, that is from the construction place I took. Okay, construction soil. Here what can you see? Much organic matter, nothing is there, isn't it? Then down we have mud and stones and powder and all is there. But what is the color of the soil?
Light brown.
What is the color of the soil? Red color. Look at the color of the soil. Red color, isn't it? So in the soil we don't see much organic matter. So what did you understand from that?
This in the garden.
Whichever that is in the garden soil we saw a lot of organic matter, isn't it? So what is the difference between the color of this one and this one?
The difference.
What is it? Is there any difference in color here?
Yes.
Is there? Can you identify? Yes. What is the difference here?
This is dark.
This is red in color and this is dark brown in color. Right? This is brown in color and this is red in color. So one thing what you can notice is the color, that is the soil in which there are lot of organic matter will be brown in color, and that is good for cultivation also, because there will be lot of organic matter in that and minerals in that. It is brown in color, that it is good for cultivation. So this is the difference we can see between two soils. Which one will the plants grow better? This one, this one the plants will grow better, we know, isn't it? If you bring this type of soil and put in the pot and all, we know it will take time, isn't it, for the plants to go. We have to put extra manure for that. But in this one, fast it will go, we know, because it contains microorganism, organic materials and everything. That much you understood?
Yes.
So we know soil contains, isn't it? What all things does soil contain? Organic matter, then mud and granules, isn't it? Granules of stones. These are the different contents of the soil. So you have to do this experiment from home, draw this picture in the notebook and write down your findings. This picture. This picture after doing in the textbook, this picture is there. Okay. Another second experiment we have to do here. Does soil contain water?
Yes.
Does soil contain water? So for that we are going to do an experiment. Okay. Don't suddenly say yes or no. We have to see whether soil contains water. For that what are we going to do? Collect some soil in a test tube. Okay. So teacher is going to take a test tube here and then second. I'll just tell here. Is it coming? Can you see this table?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So now what I have done is I have taken some soil. I did not put water. I put some soil in this test tube. Okay. And I have a candle here. So then what am I going to do? I'm just going to
Little down. Show little down.
I'm going to close the cap of this test tube with a piece of cotton. Why did I close this?
We have to.
Otherwise what will happen, if there is water, it will go out as water vapors, isn't it? So we want to know whether there is water in the soil. If there is water, what we will be able to see? This cotton will not be wet. Here the side and all, water vapor will get accumulated. Okay, so we will keep heating this. You can toss it if you want.
Miss paper. Not going that bad.
You start taking.
Yes, miss.
Come here. So if you observe carefully, Neha, observe and tell me what you can see. Pooja. Pooja is the one who always does all the experiments and send. No, Pooja? Yes. First one to send me the experiments. What can you see here, Pooja? There is
Water vapor.
you can see here, isn't it? It is on the side of the walls of the test tube. Here you can see slight water vapor is getting stuck here, isn't it? On the sides, isn't it? Yes. Can you see? Here, at the side. On this, what is the? What did you understand from this experiment?
In this
Why did the water vapor come there? Because soil contains water. If soil does not contain water, will water vapor come?
No.
No, isn't it? The soil contains water. So there are traces of water in the soil. So that is why water vapor came up. This experiment also, write it down in the notebook. Clear?
Every type of soil contains water.
Every
Every type of soil
will contain water. What must we do? Do the experiment and see. Now teacher cannot do all the experiments from class, no? So Neha, when you go home, take different type of soil and heat it and see. Okay, put it in a glass. Don't break the glass. Heat and see if there is water coming. Okay. So that also you can try to do things and find out for your own. Do all these things and find out for your own.